Hello YouTube, Feeling on Here is back with another video, and again, if you're new here to my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button below and tap the notification bell for more video updates in the near future. Today we're going to talk about 8 things you must consider as Pinoy tourist traveler and to pass any Philippine immigration officer if you want to travel outside the country. And at the end of this video, I will going to give you one hack for you to be able to fly in advance or ahead of schedule to your desired destination. So just continue to keep on watching until the very end of this video for you to find out. Eight things you must consider as Pinoy tourist traveler. Passport. First important document you must have is your passport. Of course, if you're planning to visit any country in the world, then you should bring your passport with you. The passport you have is acceptable only if the expiration date is within 7 months to be sure. If the expiration date is 6 months and below, then you will be offloaded. So it is very important to check your passport prior to any plans you will make outside the country. Second is a copy of your itinerary travel or electronic ticket. You can save it in your smartphone and present it to them when asked. But I prefer a hard copy documents because some immigration officer will ask about it and even ask your return ticket to make sure that you will back to the Philippines. And if you're in a travel promo like 3-day and 2-night trip to anywhere, etc., then you need to prepare for verification of those documents as well. Third is a company ID where you are currently working. Some immigration officers need this to make sure that you really are working and be able to accommodate your cost of living whenever you're outside the country. Remember, if you are working, then it's easy for the immigration officer to believe that you can compensate your travel. And more so, they will think that you have the needs to go back to our country, and this can erase the doubts in their mind. Number 4. If you had been invited by your friend who happens to be in some country to come and visit for vacation, then don't push your luck using this reason. Because only those who are blood related or relatives you can invite a person to travel overseas. And then of course you will need an invitation letter from the host, authenticated from Philippine Embassy of such country of that invitation letter, a copy of resident visa or equivalent, and some documents coming from an invitee or the host. Because if not, you will be offloaded. Number 5 things you must consider as Pinoy tourist traveler is money. Or some people call it show money. You need money to support your travel expenses and etc. The immigration officer will suspect you if you're a tourist traveler without having enough money, so you should better be ready or else you will be offloaded. Number 6 things you must consider as Pinoy tourist traveler is your bank savings account statement. The immigration officer will really roast you with series of questions, especially if you're a first-time tourist traveler. This is their job to make sure that we will be safe outside the country. They will ask you until they will become satisfied that you are really capable of compensating yourself. Otherwise, you will be offloaded. 7th is honesty. Just be honest in answering the questions and present all the documents being requested. Compliance is the key. Remember that honesty is the best policy. If you're telling the truth, then you don't have to worry anything. Otherwise, of course, if you're planning differently, then that's another story. But if it's the other way around, then try to be confident and make sure of your answers are connected to those questions, and that should be believable. Being confident is our 8 things you must consider as Pinoy tourist traveler, especially if you're alone. Trust me, our Philippine immigration officer, if not everything, can smell something. So at least, try to be confident if you are going to lie. Not that I recommend, but it's up to you. So remember number 7. So that is our 8 things to consider as Pinoy tourist traveler. Now as a bonus, here's what you're going to do for you to be able to fly in advance or ahead of schedule to your desired destination. But this of course will work sometimes if you are in this following condition. You arrive at the airport earlier prior to your flight and the airlines announces that your flight is being delayed. Now here's what you're going to do. Go to the airline representative desk and tell them that you have a connecting flight that you cannot afford to miss. If you're lucky, they will book you to the flight before your flight right away, and voila, instant flight ahead of schedule. Lying is bad, but it gets just fair if your flight is being delayed. I mean, who wants to wait and catch another flight, right? But if you're not lucky enough, then patience is always a virtue. So that concludes our video for today. Thank you for tuning in to this video, and please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button below if you're new here to my channel, and tap the notification bell as well for more video updates in the near future. And if you have some questions, just pop up at the comment sections below for some positive discussions. See ya!